Platforms are going to lose XRP overnight, and I'm going to show you how this will happen today. During this bull run, a lot of cash is ready to enter the market. Guys, pay attention, because most of you won't do the right thing when it happens, which makes me happy because you know that if you are ready and do the right things to get ready, you could make a lot of money from this. XRP could go up to 10 times its current value in a very, very short time. I'm going to talk about math soon. People are putting money into technology and software, which is making the US real GDP grow right now. But first, we need to talk about something very important. That's the reason this step is so important for you. It displays where money is going, what companies are putting their money into, and what is making the US economy grow. Also, what we're seeing now looks a lot like the 1999 bubble.com. And yes, spending did reach all-time highs during the bubble, but it burst very quickly, which caused the US GDP to shrink. This is where we are now. We are still very early in this growth, as you can see. I also believe that spending will go up a lot, just like it did before the bubble in 1999. Many things make it very important to time this right. A crash is going to happen. The Fed is going to keep making money. It will start to tighten money when inflation gets out of hand and unemployment is still low. If you act badly and sell too soon, you will lose a lot of money. Then people get scared when prices go up and the markets crash. A lot of people lost money in the dot-com crash. A lot of people who bought things lost all of their money in the markets at that time, and I think it will be even worse this time. How cryptocurrency works when it was in its last bull run, about 95% of buyers lost money. I believe that XRP will be about the same this time as it was during that run. Below are some red flags, warning signs, and green flags that you should be on the lookout for right now. That being said, I did say that I believe there will be a supply shock on platforms very soon. It happened just like this with XRP not long ago. There was a big change in the price of XRP in November. There was a lot of traffic after the rate spikes, which was likely due to people being excited about a new government that backed cryptocurrencies. I agree that by the end of this year, things will not have changed much. I'll say why that is in a moment. What I want to talk about first, though, is the rate of change in price and number based on the data we have. That means XRP is worth around $278 at the moment. It's worth around. The market is worth $166 billion, and we need between 10 and 15 billion in a single day to make a supply shock. The big 10-20% gain will come from this, though it will depend on the chance we get. It would take about 15 to 25 billion more dollars for a big shock. This could make you 20% to 50% more money. There were, however, more than 25 to 50 billion XRP worth of trades on the whole market in a single day. This is a very big shock. Let me show you something, quickly. Now, what I meant to say was that November did bring a big surprise. In 24 hours, 51 billion was made. This is what caused the price of XRP to rise from about $47 to almost $345. This was because there wasn't a lot of XRP on the sites. Because so many people wanted to buy it at once, it went for a lot more than what it was worth. And this condition was met because the $50 billion amount, how much it has grown from 48 to now. 345. What does this really mean? It's like 8 times growth because of a supply shock. It only took a short time to do this. That supply shock was possible because, as I already said, a lot of things were in place. There is now more money in the markets to trade with thanks to rate cuts and making new money. After those rate cuts a few months later, prices went through the roof, leaving buyers with nothing to do, trying to guess what would happen next since it wasn't clear what the rules were. A few things are different this time, so I think the end of the year will be much better for us. To begin with, rates are being lowered. That's really cool. For the markets to have more money moving through them, we need to see that. But tech companies are also spending high amounts of money and growing their businesses at amazing speeds right now. Another thing that has a lot to do with the crypto business and a big effect on the price of crypto. You can also adopt through organizations. From now on, this means that ETFs and big banks are going into XRP. A lot of deals are being made for on-ramps, on-rampings, and off-rampings. What's going on with BlackRock Secure and Van Egg's RWA tokenization? There are other things going on at the same time. And most of the things I just mentioned did not happen in November, when there was a huge supply shock rise. So, I think what will happen is that rates will be lowered, which will bring liquidity to the markets. Institutional demand, as well as ETFs, will all bring in a lot of volume at once, which will pretty much start a snowball effect that will lead to more than $50 billion in volume in a single day. Based on what has happened in the past, Grok says this could easily push XRP above $10 a coin. Cases. Grok says that XRP needs to be used throughout the system. This could mean that ISOs integrate it, or as we already know, banks add it to their services. Everyone back home should think about this because you have this chance that I think is very likely to come true, based on past events and what we know is being worked on and created right now. I think this will happen 75% to 85% of the time. XRP is likely to increase in value by 5 to 10 times in the next 5 months. It looks like a pretty simple bet. A lot of people have already bought those stocks. I don't know many other people with the same ability, though. I mean, their market values are trillions of dollars, right? What we already know is that XRP can go up in value in as little as 3 months if enough people want it to. That was shown to be true in November, December, and January. And that time is almost up, the year when the money comes back in. We're getting ready for the same thing to happen again. And just like we saw back here, in 2017 the price of a coin went from 23 cents to 3.36. We're sure it's possible that this run on even less traffic. What was it? That's not very many in 24 hours. You should think about that, right? There are deals worth $50 billion going on here. Yes, I do believe that the supply shock will happen. This is good for me because I'm using my own signal, which I made based on a method that has helped me make a lot of money in the past few years. You can see that when I find these low buys, I just take a little off the top on the way up. That's the end of it. Over and over I do this. You guys have no reason not to, I mean that we used this signal for a year before. You can look at 5 months of trade history with this indicator to see that my method would help you make 4 times as much money trading XRP. It's there for you guys. It's very easy to use. Stay in my Discord and watch the videos I send you on how to use this signal. Everything will change for you. Mine changed. A lot of people, they use it every day and it has already made their lives better. You can make it happen and change your life right now. That means there's no reason. The A-Nasers are right in front of you. Once you sign up for this tool, you can start trading right away. That's simple. You could also borrow money to trade. You could only buy or sell right then. You could use this sign for anything. There are times when I use it to trade with borrowed money, and it works great for me. It works well for those who trade on the spot as well, as long as they understand where to enter the market. Yes, here is the link to it. Don't forget to check it out. You are signed up for Crusader Signal by someone else. I'll see everyone around the corner. Also not on Discord yet? Click here to get there. These links are all below.